This whole time I was not filming on you. All right, let's start from the beginning. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Antoinette Evans, and on this channel, I find ways to maximize my wardrobe, elevate my everyday, and romanticize my life. That brings me to my top 7 favorite fall trends that I will actually be subscribing to. Before we get into today's video, let me preface this by saying I do not subscribe to trends. It's just not my thing. When items come out per season and it's something that is trending, it tends to be trending just for the season. I prefer to have items in my wardrobe that are timeless, that are effortless, that can transition from one season to the next, and that can also transition from one year until the next. I prefer not to have a closet full of trends, and then by next season comes around, that particular item is no longer in style, and then now I'm stuck. Now I have a wardrobe that is not maximized for my everyday life because I am subscribing to trends. That's not what we do over here. Now, the summer has been summering, okay? I used to love the summer, and now I'm trying to understand, Antoinette, why? You love the summer, why? It's hot. When I say it's hot, I mean it's hot to the point where it's extremely uncomfortable. 98-degree weather in Georgia feels like hell. And if that's what hell feels like, count me out. I am not interested. That is not for me. No. 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 So I can't wait for crisper weather. For 70-ish, maybe 60 something degree weather where I can take out a light coat. I can wear my blazer with the button up, with the skirt. I can add my 3 layers and be comfortable. When I started looking to see what's in style for fall, just to get an idea, doing some pre-shopping, maybe even looking at what I already have and seeing how I can make that work for this season since we are still in a no buy 2025. Right now, between my body is changing, which I have to say I love. I did go to the gym this morning. I'm so proud of myself. My body is changing and my clothes are not fitting in the same way. So instead of just going out and replacing it, I've actually been transitioning my wardrobe to cleaner silhouettes, to slightly boxier fits, to dresses that have more of an exaggerated A-line, to items that emphasize my waist a little bit more and not emphasize other parts of my body. So since I've been transitioning my wardrobe, when I started looking into fall attire to see what I already have, what are the colors for the season, just to get an idea, again, because I'm very much ready for the fall. Very much. When I started looking to see what will be in trend for 2025, what's coming to the market, what's coming in the store, I was like, ooh, there's some items I've already seen in stores that I'm absolutely loving. And I started to see a theme from one retailer to the next. Trend number 1 is the hourglass silhouette that celebrates your curves. So again, your girl has been in the gym. Honestly, I've been in the gym for years, okay? But I've been more focused on toning my body, not losing weight. I'm not interested in losing weight. I'm interested in toning my body. With that, I absolutely love, I love when I put on a blazer or I put on a skirt or I put on a dress and it exaggerates my waist. What I've been noticing with this particular trend, it's an hourglass that celebrates your silhouette. Regardless if you are pear, shape, square, an inverted triangle, whatever your shape might be, this particular trend is it's perfect for everyone. Literally everyone. Everyone has a waist in some way, shape, or form, regardless of what the diameter might be, right? So, with this particular trend, with the hourglass trend that celebrates your curve, it's an idea that you have an hourglass shape. For those that already have the shape, it's easier for them to be able to put on certain clothing and it automatically mimics. For those that don't naturally have an hourglass shape, you now have items in the store from different price points that are exaggerating your waist on purpose. My favorite, well, my top two favorite, one is a blazer that cinches the waist and have a, I want to say, a cute pelpum aspect almost. Again, it's an hourglass on purpose. Makes your waist appear smaller, makes your hips appear slightly, let's say, wider or larger. But it does it in a way where it still celebrates you. And I absolutely love that. And then the second easiest one to be able to do the silhouette option is with the dress. But there are other brands as well that subscribe to an hourglass shape within their clothing. Trend number 2, ladylike sets. I feel like lately I've been driving away from a set. A lot of the sets that I've seen tend to look like pajamas, which I have absolutely no problem with. Sometimes you just need a comfortable, I just need to throw on and go and still look put together. But some of these sets that I've seen, especially the crinkle ones, they're great, but they don't show anything. Meaning, it doesn't show your silhouette, it doesn't show your shape. It's just something easy breezy. But a ladylike two-piece set, and I feel like ASOS does it best. They, in my opinion, they have one of the best sets, different silhouettes, different lengths, pants, skirts, dress sets with the matching jacket. Now, it comes from the idea of almost an androgynous fit, where the men wear their two-piece or their three-piece suits. You have a play on the androgyny, but in a ladylike approach, meaning it's a little bit closer to the body. It's not as boxy. It's more, again, emphasizing your silhouette. It's a cropped blazer. It's a not so mini skirt that goes with the cropped blazer. Or it's a culotte pant with the matching blazer. It could also just be a really good top, slightly off the shoulder with the matching skirt. It's emphasizing that feminine feel with an androgynous twist. I can't remember what year. If I'm being honest, I cannot remember what year it was. I had this white, maybe like waist length, long sleeve, faux fur jacket. And I want to say I had it from 2017 to maybe 2020 or so before I ended up getting rid of it. And when I say I loved that jacket, and I don't have a picture of it anymore because it's in an old phone. I absolutely loved that jacket. And that brings me to trend number 3, which is a mob wife faux fur. Emphasis on the mob wife. It's oversized. It's aggressive. It's obnoxious. It's so Jersey. And I love it. I love it. And then you have different forms. You have different silhouettes. You have different lengths. You have different color schemes. You can go the traditional route and stay with your browns and your cream. Or you can go loud with it and do red or purple or blue. Again, it's a mob wife inspired faux fur option. It could be a vest. It could be a jacket. It could be a cropped bomber. It could just be the sleeve that is faux fur. And then you have your traditional bomber in the middle. You have so many different options when it comes to this mob wife faux fur. And I have to say, the Jersey girl in me absolutely loves this, okay? Because in my head, all I can think of is it's North Jersey. It's, we're in October, November esque, kind of going into somewhat of the crisper evenings. It's something you can just drape over the shoulder. I can't wait to whip this out. When I say I can't wait, I can't wait. And oh, do I have any in my wardrobe? I actually don't. I don't have any in my wardrobe. So that is one thing I'm more than likely going to take you guys along the ride with me and do some thrift shopping for some mom wife inspired faux jackets for the fall. Ooh, that's going to be fun. To be able to see all the different color schemes, all the different silhouettes, the different lengths, the different types of material to be able to create the mob. Oh, girl. I'm telling you, the Jersey girl in me is so happy with this one. Because when I was wearing my white, and I wish I still had a photo I can show you all. When I was wearing my white faux fur one, when I say it was loud, it was loud. You walk into the room and that's the first thing you see is who is this tall black girl in this white faux fur waist length jacket with makeup done, hair pulled up. It's an attitude. And my introverted self, that was my way of communicating with people. That was my way of walking into a room and saying, hey girl, I'm here. Going into option number 4. Now, I have to say, personally, I don't really feel like this is a trend. This is something that has been around for years. There's just different ways of being able to include it into your wardrobe. Personally, my style has been changing, which I'm okay with. I have been gravitating towards more of a modest, androgynous, boxy, oversized, yet tailored look, and I absolutely love it. I am shying away from patterns. I'm shying away from loud colors. I'm kind of more within not a ton of browns and creams, but more like royal blues and certain purples, definitely a red. So those are the colors I've been gravitating to lately, and I have to say, especially on my skin tone, absolutely love it. When it comes to a sheer something, now it's a sheer focus, aka naked wardrobe. It's almost as if you're going out with a see-through dress or a see-through pant. And this is something honestly I've been doing for years. But what I'm looking to do now is finding a way to incorporate something that I actually really like wearing, but in a modest way. For instance, having a sheer pant, which I think I still have a picture of it. I had these naked wardrobe sheer houndstooth brown and black pant, like bell bottom pants. Absolutely loved it. I loved wearing them. But when I said that thing was sheer, and at that time, I didn't care. I didn't care. I'm confident in myself now and then, and I found different ways to be able to style it. I would wear it with a mini dress. I would wear it with the mini dress. I would also wear it with the blazer. When I went out with my cousin in Tampa, I wore those pants with one of her like snakeskin tops, and I just like tied it. Had my stomach. It was an outfit, and I loved those pants until it got to the point where I was just like, I wore them so much that they looked worn. So this particular trend isn't something new. It's something honestly brands have been doing for a while. But I will say what I'm looking to do now is finding a way to make it more modest. So the sheer dressing, again, I love a good fitted sheer dress, but finding a way to incorporate maybe a blazer, maybe a cardigan, something to be able to still have that naked look without actually being naked underneath. And there's ways to do it and still, again, Be modest and work within your style aesthetic. You have dress options, you have skirt options, there's pants, there's two-piece sets, there's sheer bodysuits that you can wear with a skirt and a really good sports bra and a blazer over it. Recently I saw on Saks where they had this beautiful chocolate sheer dress where you have the bodysuit that goes all the way down, and then the bottom half of it is sheer. There's so many different ways and so many different options you have available for this particular trend. You don't have to do it the way that society is telling you to do it. You don't have to go out with a sheer dress with just a thong underneath and a bra and that's it. If that's your style, then okay. But if this is something that you want to tap into, but that's a little too far left for you just to go out with just pretty much nothing underneath, there's still ways to make it modest. Just try. And I tell everyone, play around with your wardrobe in the house. Put on some music, grab a glass of wine or water, whichever one you prefer. Stand in front of your mirror with your rolling rack of clothing and just try things on. Take pictures and hold it in an album on your phone for a later date and say, okay, I have an idea of how I can wear this. I absolutely love this dress or I love this skirt, but I don't know what to do. I don't know other ways of playing. When you find something that works, take a picture and you can cut yourself out, make it a sticker, put it in your notepad and put some notes. Have fun with your wardrobe, but make sure you do you and you are always emphasizing who you are through what you're wearing. Do not subscribe to a trend because you want to be like everybody else. Find the individual in you and move forward. Move in that light. That individual is beautiful, which leads into number 5. Number 5 is the anti-algorithm trend. When I saw this, I was just like, girl, what? What do you mean the anti-algorithm? Like, what are you talking about? And then I started digging a little bit more and trying to understand, what does this mean? And I was like, oh, I feel like it's what I've been doing already. It's what I've been doing already. I feel like as of right now, there are maybe 2 to 3 options of what most women that I've seen subscribe to when it comes to their outfitting. You have the nude aesthetic, which is your browns, your creams, your whites, and kind of mixing those colors and only staying within those colors. The light silhouettes, which again creates a certain aesthetic. And then you have the overly sexy options, where again, going back to the trend, where you have the sheer dressing, the mini skirts, the extremely, well, this is a plunge, yes, but you have the extremely low plunge or the shorts that are too short. I feel like you always have one or the other. But this anti-algorithm, I've seen more and more women actually subscribe to this and work within this trend. Now, the anti-algorithm is going in with the boxy cuts, a boxy cropped t-shirt or a boxy cropped jacket with some oversized denim and maybe like a fitted boxer. It's almost, in my opinion, mixing a 90s feel, like a 90s 2000 feel is what I feel like the anti-algorithm is mixing. It's playing in different colors, but keeping your color silhouette modest. There are influencers that I personally follow, not within the US, within the UK, Amsterdam, Germany, do this anti-algorithm trend so beautifully. Like so beautifully. Mixing high with low. Mixing, the 90s, 2000 silhouette. It's a little bit of Aaliyah with Monica. It's a little bit of Tracy Ellis Ross. It's a little bit of something different, something unexpected. Playing with longer line silhouettes, playing with backless dresses but that have a good flow. Mixing in that cool girl New York street style with an attitude of I don't care if you like it or not. I absolutely love my outfit and I'm going to rock it and walk out the house with confidence. It's mixing patterns beautifully. I have to say I love this trend. I love this trend, and I love the fact that it's coming into the fall season where we can actually play with colors and we can play with texture. We can play with silhouettes. This is something I think I'm actually going to end up doing. I'm going to end up doing this particular fall. I know for sure the anti-algorithm trend, that I can see myself doing. I can see myself playing with. And because it's already within my wheelhouse, it won't feel foreign to me. So come next year, when I start to get dressed in my wardrobe, I won't say, oh, well, why did I buy this? How did I style this last year? And say, oh, that's too far-fetched. It's still within my wheelhouse. I'm already wearing oversized items, already wearing boxy items. Oh, I love a good suit, especially a good suit from the men's department that's slightly, not even slightly, that's too daggone big, crossing the pant in a way where it has this cool silhouette that I've seen on Saks that's expensive. Mixing that with the heel and either like a bralette or a fitted shirt underneath with a boxy blit, it's already something I'm doing. And that's the key. A lot of the trends this particular season for the fall is something I'm already doing. And I love that for me. Option number 6 is knee grazing skirts. So I'm going to go back again. Like I said in the beginning, I am 5'9". I wear size 12 to about 14, depending on the brand, depending on the item. My bottom half is about a 16. I do have thicker thighs. My body is proportioned. I'm, again, working on my silhouette. I have a more of an hourglass shape now. Not an exaggerated hourglass, but I do have more of an hourglass shape now than I used to. Me wearing a mini skirt, and I've tried. Okay? Before you come for me and say, Antoinette, you did? I've tried. I just don't take pictures in them. Because when I tell you I feel uncomfortable, I don't know if it's unfortunate or fortunate. I'm not sure how you want to look at it. A lot of times when I wear a skirt or a dress, especially if it's on the shorter side, the front of it is here, the back of it is here. And as I'm walking, the back of it is teetering up and down, up and down. No. And then I have to keep trying to tug the back to match the front with the back and then hold it while I'm walking. It's uncomfortable. I want to be able to put on a skirt and know that I don't have to keep tugging on it all day long. So the option for a knee grazing skirt brings me back to my Pentecostal days when I was younger with my mom. When we go to church, you cannot wear pants. It has to be a skirt below the knee. Yes, I had my rebellious stage, just as any teen would, and started, having skirts a little bit shorter, coming to realize now that I'm older and in my 30s, I feel more comfortable with the skirt that hits my knee. There are brands out there that have knee grazing skirts. Whether it's a bodycon skirt, whether it's an A-line, it could be a pelpum. There are so many different silhouettes and colors. I tend to subscribe to one particular type. Generally, I will yield towards a high waist A-line pleated knee length skirt. That is my go-to. If I were to show you my closet, I would show you all of the options that I have that I will not get rid of. It's one of my absolute favorites. H&M does it well. Vince does it well. Cincaset does it well. LeJohns doesn't fit my bottom half. Farm Rio, a lot of color, but even Farm Rio does it well. It's just, it's something that makes me feel comfortable and confident. I don't want to have to worry about going outside the house and feeling fussy in my clothing. I want my clothes to be able to speak to who I am as of now and speak to the woman that I am becoming. So for me, a knee length skirt, oh, that's easy. That's easy. And being able to play in the different colors and silhouettes, and then you have your ribbon around the waistline to again make your waist appear a bit smaller. You have, and again, I have different kinds. I have ones with just an elastic waist that pleat out. I feel like all of my knee skirts are pretty much pleated, except for one. I have one that for me is considered a mini, even though it hits my knee. It is a bodycon. It is an old school bodycon skirt that has like the pelpum right at it's maybe an inch of a pelpum right around the edge. So as you walk, it kind of just flirts. As you're, it just pitter patters. Again, fitted in the waist, fitted in the bum, fitted in the hip, and then right above the knee, it just pitter patters. It's so pretty. It's so cute. Actually, I think I'm going to wear that to work tomorrow. Okay. I need to shave my legs though. But I'll be wearing that to work tomorrow. All right. And then the last trend is browning. Now, again, not necessarily a trend in my opinion, but it is something I'm seeing a lot of brands gravitating towards. This season, it's the hunter greens, it's burgundies, it's a mustard yellow, and then you see a ton of brown. So for the girls that do the nude silhouette, the clean silhouette, the whites, the browns, the nude, the taupe, this is perfect because this is an option that they can just easily add to their wardrobe that already has an aesthetic. For me, brown clothing on brown skin is absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful. And I love the fact that it can go from day to night. It's easy to transition. You can do your monochromatic fits. It's almost like brown is the new black, in my opinion. You can mix your brown with the red, brown with the royal blue, brown and cream, brown and taupe, brown and black, brown and gray. Ooh, a brown and gray is pretty. I actually have an outfit option that I think would work with that brown and gray. Lately, even at the thrift store recently, I bought a brown dress that I will be taking with me to Jamaica. Absolutely, again, I love it on me. I love it on me. But a brown dress or browning options, and then tying in all of the trends. So you have your browning that you can do with the anti-algorithm. You definitely have browning options when it comes to the sheer focus or the naked dressing. I would say be careful with that one, mainly because it's going to, again, you already have sheer options, and then you're going in with something brown. Now, if you are a brown complexion, it's just literally going to look like you're not wearing clothing. So you might want to either go with a slightly darker tone than your skin tone or with a lighter brown tone than your skin tone, just to be able to have that balance. It has happened before. I have one brown bodysuit I got years ago. Well, maybe like 2 years or so ago. I wore it to work with a blazer and a skirt. Walked around, didn't think anything of it. The amount of looks between co-workers and customers, and then they came up closer and they're just like, Antoinette, I thought you were naked. I thought you didn't have a shirt on. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm wearing a bodysuit. To say yes, but from far away, it matched your complexion so much that we honestly thought you didn't have a shirt on. So I would say be careful. Now, granted, it's dealer's choice. You can do what works well for you, and that is perfectly okay. However, to avoid that, I would opt for slightly lighter than your complexion, so that way, again, there's a difference. Or go with a darker tone brown, so again, there's just a comfortable difference. But it is personal opinion. Either way, there are so many options in the browning option, in the browning trend. So let's run through it really quick. You have your hourglass silhouette. So let's run through it really quick. You have your hourglass silhouette that celebrates your curves and your shape. You have ladylike sets that really bring back the 1950s, 1960s kind of feel, but with a modern twist. You have the mom wife faux fur option. Absolutely love this. The Jersey girl in me is screaming. You also have your sheer focus, aka naked dressing. The anti-algorithm, which I have to say is my ultimate favorite on this list. You have knee grazing skirts, which my mother would be very proud of. And last but not least, you have browning. Fashion is what you make it. You determine what works for your silhouette. You determine what works for your body. You do not have to subscribe to any one person's type of dressing. It is all up to you. Maximize your wardrobe by making sure it works within your personal style. Don't allow trends and brands and consumers, no. Don't allow other voices to distract you from what you want to be. Don't allow other voices to distract you. Be who you want to be. Emphasize who you want to be through your clothing. Allow your outfit to tell a story. I don't feel like saying all that. But other than that, now, what I have done, no. For each one of these trends that I will actually be subscribing to this particular fall, I put some options down below of things that are currently on my wish list and in my cart. Let's see what resonates with you. Again, there's so many options in different price points, different ways to be able to include the trends within your current wardrobe, but analyze where you are. Does it make sense? Does it make sense for you to go out and look for items within these trends? Do any of these trends resonate with you? I would love to hear your opinion. So comment below. Let me know which one of these 7 trends resonate with you the most. Which one are you going to actually try that's outside of your wheelhouse, but you're willing to try to give it a go? So stay tuned for the next video. I already know what it is. Matter of fact, I'll tell you. It's going to be a $100 thrift store challenge. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to a thrift store that I haven't gone to out here yet. I've gone in Jersey. It's one of my favorites in Jersey, and I just found out that they have a location down here in Georgia. So we're going to go shopping. $100 is the budget. And the list, these 7 trends. So stay tuned to the next video. I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye.